Hello, survivors of the apocalypse and veterans of AtomRPG. Welcome back to Trudograd. And apologies, I have neglected this Let's Play a little bit. Today is already Thursday. Yeah, well, I have to admit I was and am a little bit too hooked probably on Fallout New Vegas, so that's also like really nice. And yeah, I mean, I do feel guilty because I also like Trudograd a lot. I did think about open worlds, however, like a lot lately, because I'm also still thinking about the review for Cyberpunk 2077 that we await. I actually, that's one aspect that I liked better with AtomRPG. Yeah, because here in Trudograd they decided to do a less open world. I mean, I personally find it okay, but I felt, you know, the exploring itself felt a little bit better in AtomRPG. So, should we actually talk to these guys without healing ourselves? Let's see, should we actually take something maybe? I think we have only 100 hit points. Lieutenant has 195 and yeah. Can we eat something? We have 500. Hunger. Yeah, could. Let's eat a. Did we find something? We have only some cookies, some biscuits for 3 to 5 health. Oh, the cabbage. Like chewing on raw cabbage. Is that a good idea? Well, okay, it's more like it's more a salad then, right? Yeah, let's eat that. Hardball left, and then how about the turnip? Raw fish? Yeah, we're not doing that. And the corn meat is only 3 to 7 for some reason. I would have expected that the proteins give more health points than some cabbage, but yeah. I guess vitamins, there are more vitamins there, involved, so yeah, let's eat the cabbage. It's also rather heavy. There you go. And then we've got, by the way, we've got 3 kilograms. Yeah, well, we've got 121. Yeah, I think we're not getting around, because I should also not waste our food items. Who knows what's happening? So let's eat. Let's use 1 stim. There you go. 167. That must be sufficient. So then let's go in.
Cutting between 2 strategically placed cargo containers, you find yourself facing a gang of SMG gunners. They're hastily raising their weapons when a man in a khaki overcoat gestures them to stand down. "Lower your weapons. Death is already coming for this one," he says. His voice is calm, but his eyes burn with a rage, and his right hand holds the hilt of his sword in a white-knuckled grip. "I am Captain Lang, and the ship that you're trying to scuttle belongs to me." The captain's speech is interrupted when the freed slaves pour out behind you, wielding makeshift weapons and prepared to fight for their liberty. Lang squints at them menacingly. "You dare lose my master's property? You have elevated foolishness to an art. Now I am especially interested in you. What's your name? I must know before sending you to your fate."
Well, and I'm interested who's his master. Well, it doesn't matter who I am. What matters is what I am gonna do to you. Huh? Well, none of them shall get away, right? So we can also tell our name. But Lang, why would I tell my name to a dead man? I like that one. You can call me Agdam. I always like these names that they use, so I'm not sure, like maybe someone can clear that up, like in Eastern Europe or so. If Agdam, or in Ukraine or Russia or something, if this is if this is like something like John in English or Hans in German or something. Like that is, I mean, in German, it's not popular at all anymore. Like no one's been named Hans, yeah. But it has been the super popular and numerous name, literally. So in Agdam, I mean, I personally I like the sound. But yeah, there is a humorous aspect there, that's for sure. So, well... But Lang, why would I tell my name to a dead man?
The captain springs to his feet and assumes a stance used for swift attacks. His nostrils flare. He's prepared to cut you down as soon as there's an opening in your defense.
Should have known you were an uncultured scum. So be it. Fire at will, men.
Lang, stop! The captain's men freeze at this suspiciously well-timed shout. Arashi, the man you freed on the lower deck, jumps down from a cargo container and strides past you, unsheathing his own katana. Captain Lang cringes in disgust.
What sea hole did you crawl out of, vermin? My men were instructed to feed you to the fishes.
Arashi ignores the question and hoists his blade skyward. In the name of my father, who you betrayed and murdered, I challenge you to a duel of honor. If any morsel of your honor remains after you sold out your previous crews. The captain's guard are both confused and alarmed by this accusation. Lang pouts.
Aha. Let's silently observe the conversation. However, I feel I want to reload this one as well, because I'd like... I mean, you know, like the accusation of being uncultured, you know, that hurt a bit. You know, that was a stab into my heart, and we can't have that, of course. So let's see. But yeah, let's see how this one plays out here. Silently observe the conversation.
Nonsense, scowls the captain.
You're not here because of your tarnished honor. You're here for the implant.
The bandit taps himself lightly on the temple and adds,
How much did the conglomerate offer you for this, huh? Answer, sellout.
Arashi grins wickedly and shakes his head. Maybe I really am here for that thing in your head. But maybe you're just an old liar and backstabber, a traitor to his own people. Ask your men what they think of you now. Captain Lang darts a quick glance at his guards. They're obviously nonplussed and perhaps even a bit scared. All the resolve and most the obedience has vanished from their eyes. Annoyed, Lang spouts,
Trial by combat, then. When this liar's blood is decorating my blade, you weak-minded fools can decide for yourselves who is on the side of truth.
Well... I would say, of course, everyone shut your pie holes. This is my mission. I'll be the one to kill Lang. Yeah, I think actually we should definitely kill Lang, because that's our job. And as we know, the people and the Kung Lao, what was their names? Like these Chinese traders and so on, yeah. If they hear that someone else did the job, then we are not getting the money. So, but now that I'm going to reload this, let's watch as Arashi fights Lang.
You shrug and step aside while Lang's guards spread out to surround the captain and his challenger in a ring of living bodies. With no warning, the bandit leader rushes Arashi, who raises one eyebrow, impressed by the man's speed. Steel clashes on steel as Arashi blocks the attack and skillfully counters. He jumps up into the air and onto the hilt of his enemy's blade, and before you can figure out how that's even possible, drop kicks him in a masterful backflip.
You agile bastard!
The captain spits blood and assumes a defensive stance. Arashi does not reply, but simply circles Lang like a hungry tiger closing on its prey.
That's pretty cool, and we hear some fencing sounds in the distance. Well, and by the way, I'm kind of curious what kind of implant we are talking about. It's like a trailer for an action movie.
Finally, the two swordmen rush one another, and after a lightning-fast exchange of blows, only one remains standing. The other falls to his knees, groping the incision splitting his stomach.
Oh, that should hurt.
Lang has lost the duel. The former captive approaches his prey with gusto and severs his head with a single, two-handed stroke. Die, dog, Arashi mumbles as he kicks the corpse off the deck and into the sea. Gripping the captain's severed head in one hand, he makes for one of the rescue boats. Seeing his complete lack of concern, Lang's gunners decide to flee.
Yeah, just a second. That's actually not so good, because now we can't loot the guy. And also, Arashi is keeping the head. And apparently there was some form of head implant or brain implant or something. Yeah, time to move on. No. Wait a second, mister. What was that fight really about?
Holding Lang's head by the hair, Arashi turns it to face you. Horrified, you see it still twitching its lips and blinking while looking straight at you, despite having been cut off minutes prior. Don't worry, the son of a dog really is dead, says the swordsman and turns it away again. Before the war, he had a certain gizmo implanted to improve his fighting prowess for his country, or so folks say. My employees love studying these kinds of artifacts, so they asked me for a closer look at the thing. The last words you hear from Arashi before the noise of an icicle dropping from a container to the deck makes you dart around are, "Perhaps we'll work together again one day." When you turn back to face the mystery swordsman, he's already gone. Lieutenant Razin pats you on the shoulder. "The deed is done. Let's get out of here."
This is actually my employers. Yeah. Or is it employees? So he's actually the employer of some people. Well, I'll think more about what went on here when we are back ashore. It's time to abandon the ship of the damned. No. So we are getting 3,043 experience points and 50 additional ones. And we don't get any loot at all. Well, and this here they are the slaves, and this would be a lifeboat, okay. The lifeboat. So guys, we see a boat suspended over the side of the ship. Unhooking it and lowering it into the water is a matter of a couple of minutes, but will we do it? No. Also, we need to blow up the ship first. Yeah, that's what I wanted anyway. So to speak, the final showdown. And that's Bang Kimchi. Okay, well, so I'm not happy with that outcome. But I wanted to see that. So come closer, guys. They are good. So
cutting between two strategically placed cargo containers, you find yourself facing a gang of SMG gunners. They're hastily raising their weapons when a man in a khaki overcoat gestures them to stand down. "Lower your weapons. Death is already coming for this one," he says. His voice is calm, but his eyes burn with a rage, and his right hand holds the hilt of his sword in a white-knuckled grip. "I am Captain Lang, and the ship that you're trying to scuttle belongs to me." The captain's speech is interrupted when the freed slaves pour out behind you, wielding makeshift weapons and prepared to fight for their liberty. Lang squints at them menacingly. "You dare lose my master's property? You have elevated foolishness to an art. Now I am especially interested in you. What's your name? I must know before sending you to your fate."
So I still want to know who's the master. Well, it doesn't matter who I am. What matters is what I'm gonna do to you. Now here, name's Hardball. Remember it. Let it ring in your ears.
Captain Lane closes his eyes and inhales sharply through his nose, as if hoping to breathe in your name and absorb it.
"Ah, I will remember that name. Now then, let me tell you what happens next. You will die."
The captain raps his fancy katana blade and it hums menacingly in response.
"Then those who sent you will die, and Trudograd will be transformed into a city-sized drug den without a future. And if you're not a native of Trudograd, I'll visit your hometown as well."
The captain pauses, and Razin whispers in your ear. "I say we attack." In the middle of his speech, Captain Farhead will never see it coming. Lane's sword sings as it cuts in the air and points in your direction.
"But first I wish to give you one final choice before your miserable life comes to an end."
Well, we should definitely talk a little bit more, because we love that. Instead of just attacking. Shut your fucking trap! Death awaits you. Don't make her wait any longer with this useless jibber-jabber. No. That's bad style. Hold up. Maybe we can reach a solution without anyone dying. You're going to ask me to join your crew? Fuck off, you saltwater toughy puller. Well... You're going to ask me to join your crew, huh? So that's actually a nice joke there. Yeah. You're going to ask me to join your crew? Fuck off, you saltwater taffy puller.
Captain Lang howls with laughter, and his cutthroats giggle along with him.
"Oh dear, oh no, never. There's no chance you'll survive this encounter."
The smile leaves the bandit's face, and he continues.
"The choice I offer is this. You can either die messily in a hail of bullets from my men, or cleanly from a single blow of my blade. Well, what do you say to a farewell duel against me?"
Someone taps you on the shoulder. It's old man Hexagen. His rapid-fire gesticulations suggest he's utterly against this duel idea.
Yeah, actually, I think we should shoot them all. So, duels, schmools, I'll just go ahead and kill you. Well, what happens if I win?
So naive. Okay, I give you my word. If you prevail, my men will let you and your followers leave unharmed.
The bandit grins broadly. The mere thought of losing is plainly ridiculous to him.
Swords or fists? How do you prefer to die?
Actually, I think we should do this duel ourselves with martial arts here. But I think we should also test the shootout. What the fuck are you talking about? Does this look like feudal Japan to you? Duels are yesterday's news, fool.
The captain springs to his feet and assumes a stance used for swift attacks. His nostrils flare. He's prepared to cut you down as soon as there's an opening in your defense.
Should have known you were an uncultured scum. So be it. Fire at will, men.
Lang, stop! The captain's men freeze at this suspiciously well-timed shout. Arashi, the man you freed on the lower deck, jumps down from a cargo container and strides past you, unsheathing his own katana. Captain Lang cringes in disgust.
What sea hole did you crawl out of, vermin? My men were instructed to feed you to the fishes.
Arashi ignores the question and hoists his blade skyward. In the name of my father, who you betrayed and murdered, I challenge you to a duel of honor. If any morsel of your honor remains after you sold out your previous crews. The captain's guard are both confused and alarmed by this accusation. Lang pouts.
Yeah, that was strategically quite smart to say something like this. Because these guys are all scum and they do not trust each other. Totally. So, however, for our personal legend, I think it's imperative to do this duel ourselves. But now, I'm tired of listening to this crap. To arms! There, so. Yeah, good. Why don't we have the initiative here, by the way? We should... Ah, yeah, we do, actually. So here... So he's got a Gekku. Oh, a Gekku. We've seen that one a while, like the name. Okay, I didn't know that with Gekku they meant a katana or something. Well, let's shoot him. Let's shoot him in the face, in the eyes. Let's load like this. So, well, that's not so good, but they only have scorpions here. This one has, they have, our right flank is the problem here. And they've got stakes, knives and stuff. Well, he's got an axe. You need to attack this guy here. And hex. Do that one. They are actually surprisingly weak, these guys. So let's fire here into this guy's eyes again. Good, gotcha! And now we don't have enough APs, huh? And only 3. Well. Reloading. And then falling back. Not sure if it's a good idea to show them our back. Who shot? And by the way, where's the other guy? Type 79. Well, the poor slaves there. Oh yeah, so they're shooting the slaves. Leave the poor woman alone. Oh god, and she's also dead. Oh yeah, well. Oh god, and she's also really messed her up. Oh no, yeah, she's gone. No, she's not dead yet. Okay. What was that? Ah yeah, there, good. Shoot him! Well. Oh, you fools. You are all blocking the way now, huh? Then you go here. Ugh. So this here, he's with the saber there. Yeah. So then, aim shot, this one in the eyes, and gotcha. Let's not waste any... well, we only have 7, yeah. Well, I mean, we might actually I want this this weapon here. So, and you shoot this guy. And where's Hex? You also need to shoot... Oh, you shoot this one. Like that. And then we are firing into this guy's eyes with the... Yeah, excellent. With an aimed shot. And then we're getting out of the way a little bit like this. And this guy's running forward. Okay, well... Oh, by the way, did we actually give anything to the guy? Type 79. I think we should actually keep our things here. Yeah, okay. So I think we should definitely do this fight. Although on the other hand, like these guys... I mean, they have standard stuff. And let's do an aimed shot into his eyes as well. Through the eyes into the brain. Good, gotcha. The battle ends. We gain 203. Arashi, who rushed here at the very start of the battle, eyes Lang's corpse skeptically, then cuts his head off with a single mighty swing. Now it's truly over. Without another word, the man makes to leave, Lang's blooded head clasped firmly in his hands. Wait a second, mister. What was that fight really about? Holding Lang's head by the hair, Arashi turns it to face us. Horrified, we see it still twitching its lips and blinking while looking straight at us, despite having been cut off minutes prior. Don't worry, there's nothing paranormal about this little parlor trick. Before the war, he had a certain gizmo implanted to improve his fighting prowess for his country, or so folks say. My employees love studying these kinds of artifacts, so they asked for a close look at the thing. Now I must go, but perhaps we'll work again together one day. See you later. Wait a second. We want to have that as well. The sound of an icicle falling behind our back startles us into turning away for a moment. When we look back, Arashi's already gone. Okay. The deed is done. Now let's get out of here. Well, I'll think about what went on here when we are back ashore. It's time to abandon the ship of the damned. Oh, okay. So we are... Oh, yeah. So the Duel nets significantly more experience points, huh? So like 3,000 if we let the guy fight. His body is gone. Well, we got the Gekko here. People say that this blade appeared in the hands of its first wielder when he saw a deadly premonition hidden on a beam of moonlight. Others say he stole this chunk of steel from an ordinary Soviet museum. Tja. What could be true? But it's certainly a cool weapon. That's for sure. Where's the body now? His body vanished. Let's check out what they have. So this here is just a slave, or the other one was also a slave. So this guy here, he's got a Type 79 SMG, developed for the needs of the Chinese army and so on, the Guangzhou. And he's got one Scorpion. And by the way, so she's a slave, the poor thing. Or we should rather say a freed slave, right? Bang Kimchi. Come on, I wanna get out of here already. Can we like... Well, let's try to pickpocket him, but he doesn't have anything. Did I give him anything? And this guy only has a rusty PPS and a sausage. What is it saying? A real country-style sausage. Made by the friendly peasants near Trudograd. Okay, and this guy has a fresh one. PPS 43. And some coffee, okay. Well, and this one back there, I guess it's the same, huh? Yeah. Okay, well. I think this is possibly not the best outcome. So I feel... Here, Long Wang. Ah, yeah. So we gave him some stuff here. So Hex, can you take anything? Even the sharpened knife? No. Not even one ciggy? Unbelievable. No, it's not working like that. Like this here. Can't carry any more items. The lieutenant can, though. Am I too greedy here? Possibly, huh? Lieutenant, so how are you feeling, Long Wang? Can't say. Ancient Chinese secret. Okay, I see. Then let's go. Then can we actually ferry some stuff to the lieutenant? Just a little bit more. Okay, no crap. Can't carry any more. 3.6. Yeah, okay, so we will be encumbered, which is not good for this battle, of course. But well, let's just let's drink a vodka. Then let's drink something. What do we have? What did the others find? So we've got enough vodka, yeah. Then let's drink a whole bottle of vodka here for this fight. There. Dexterity is reduced, of course. Alternatives. The cognac is also bad for dexterity. The beer is also bad and doesn't even give strength. Well, not ideal, actually. But well then, so let's drink a vodka then. This will also flush. Okay, is it actually giving us warmth? It should. It should. And speed up our freezing to death. And there, where is it? Oh, where is it now? Here. There. And there we go, so. And just in case, let's actually put some metal bolts into our... Where are they again? Oh, where are the bolts? Huh? Where are the metal bolts? Here. No, that's incendiary. Where are the metal bolts now? Here. There.
Cutting between two strategically placed cargo containers, you find yourself facing a gang of SMG gunners. They're hastily raising their weapons when a man in a khaki overcoat gestures them to stand down.
Lower your weapons. Death is already coming for this one, he says.
His voice is calm, but his eyes burn with a rage, and his right hand holds the hilt of his sword in a white-knuckled grip.
I am Captain Lang, and the ship that you're trying to scuttle belongs to me.
The captain's speech is interrupted when the freed slaves pour out behind you, wielding makeshift weapons and prepared to fight for their liberty. Lang squints at them menacingly.
You dare lose my master's property? You have elevated foolishness to an art. Now I am especially interested in you. What's your name? I must know before sending you to your fate.
Name's Hardball. Remember it.
Captain Lang closes his eyes and inhales sharply through his nose, as if hoping to breathe in your name and absorb it.
Ah, I will remember that name. Now then, let me tell you what happens next. You will die.
The captain wraps his fancy katana blade and it hums menacingly in response.
Then, those who sent you will die, and Trudograd will be transformed into a city-sized drug den without a future. And if you're not a native of Trudograd, I'll visit your hometown as well.
The captain pauses, and Razin whispers in your ear.
I say we attack. In the middle of his speech, Captain Farhead will never see it coming.
Lang's sword sings as it cuts in the air and points in your direction.
But first, I wish to give you one final choice before your miserable life comes to an end.
Hold up. Maybe we can reach a solution without anyone dying. Yeah, come on. Well, I wanna try this, actually. Although I kind of don't. I don't even want to explore that. No. So here, you're going to ask us to join your crew? Fuck off, you saltwater taffy puller.
Captain Lang howls with laughter, and his cutthroats giggle along with him.
Oh dear, oh no, never. There's no chance you'll survive this encounter. The smile leaves the bandit's face and he continues. The choice I offer is this. You can either die messily in a hail of bullets from my men or cleanly from a single blow of my blade. Well, what do you say to a farewell duel against me?
Someone taps you on the shoulder. It's old man Hexagen. His rapid-fire gesticulations suggest he's utterly against this duel idea.
No. Okay, I accept your challenge, cause it's a matter of honor in building the legend of Hardball, right?
Wonderful. Now then, fists or swords? Kindly choose the manner of your demise.
It is the fists, the bare knuckles.
The bandit leader nods to one of his guards, who takes the katana from him. Lang spits in his palms and ostentatiously cracks his knuckles.
Lang, stop!
The captain's men freeze at this suspiciously well-timed shout. Arashi, the man you freed from the lower deck, jumps down on a cargo container and strides past you, unsheathing his own katana. Captain Lang cringes in disgust.
What sea hole did you crawl out of, vermin? My men were instructed to feed you to the fishes.
Arashi ignores the question and hoists his blade skyward. In the name of my father, who you betrayed and murdered, I challenge you to a duel of honor. If any morsel of your honor remains after you sold out your previous crew. The captain's guards are both confused and alarmed by this accusation. Lang pouts.
So, now this is way more interesting than kicking ass. No. Move aside, Lang's mine.
You easily parry the bandit's first blow and counter with a lunge. The battle has only two outcomes: slay or be slain. And you give it your all, but is your all enough to put down the drug lord?
Need to catch your breath?
Lang grinds his teeth. He did not expect such a masterful opponent.
Nah, dodging a punch. I'm still launching a roundhouse kick, kicking.
In that same moment, the vile captain ducks your kick and delivers an uppercut to your jaw. The
Oh.
world around you dims. The next few blows you deflect on pure instinct. Lang takes a few steps back to give himself a running start.
There's no way for you to survive my attack.
The captain is practically salivating with bloodlust as he speaks. An icy knot in your stomach tells you he might be right. You won't be able to fight much longer against the punishment he's dishing out. You must hang everything, including your life, on one crucial decision.
Well, yeah, let's trust in our martial prowess. I mean, I could increase the skill also a little bit. We put everything we've got into the next blow.
Something
Yeah.
primal awakens inside you. You pounce before Lang can ready himself and knock him to the deck with a single godlike punch.
Yeah,
Then you land on
punch.
top of him in a berserk rage, dealing blow after
Berserk.
blow to his unprotected face. You strike him in the head 10 times, then 10 more. Then you lose count. When you finally stop, you realize the captain hasn't been struggling or even moving for a long while. Only then do you rise to your feet and let him sputter.
What the fuck are you?
The bandit's final
Hardball.
words end in a prolonged wheeze, and he lies limp in a pool of his own blood. His cronies flee in terror. It's over.
Yeah, flee in terror. So, wiping the sweat from our bro. Phew. Well, see you in hell, old man. No, we are going to heaven. Let's bow to our fallen enemy. That's like the least we could do, right?
The freed fighter
Yeah.
Arashi clicks his tongue as he inspects the captain's corpse. You should have let me kill this pig dog, but I enjoyed watching you do it. So much that I'm not even mad. The former prisoner then rests one foot on Lang's chest and cuts his head clean off with a single stroke of his blade. Now, it's really over. He mumbles, rolling the captain's headless corpse into the sea. He makes to leave, Lang's bloody head clasped firmly in his hands.
Wait a second, mister. What was that fight really about?
Holding Lang's head by the hair, Arashi turns it to face you. Horrified, you see it still twitching its lips and blinking while looking straight at you, despite having been cut off minutes prior. Don't worry, the son of a dog really is dead, says the swordsman and turns it away again. Before the war, he had a certain gizmo implanted to improve his fighting prowess for his country, or so folks say. My employees love studying these kinds of artifacts, so they asked me for a closer look at the thing. The last words you hear from Arashi before the noise of an icicle dropping from a container to the deck makes you dart around are, perhaps we'll work together again one day. When you turn back to face the mystery swordsman, he's already gone. Lieutenant Razin pats you on the shoulder. The deed is done. Let's get out of here.
I'll think more about what went on here when we are back ashore. It's time to abandon the ship of the damned. Did we get the... Oh yeah, we gained the Gekko, so I feel this is the best solution. We also get way more experience this way. Like, that was like more than 1,000 more. Yeah, and we have the Gecko, excellent. So, I feel I like this. We didn't get the loot from the thugs. Where did they flee to? Like, yeah, now they are cowering in fear. But they're not going to get off the ship. I like this, so let's save the game. That was a battle for the ages. And by the way, let's have a look. No, at our character screen. So we have martial arts at 269. I wonder if anything had happened. No, I don't think so. Like if we had the maximum of 299. No, I don't think so. Alright, I did enjoy this. This was good. We don't have any... oh yeah, and we've got 5 points here. We don't have any more space for the loot anyway, and so I feel this was actually cool. Yeah, the coolest thing. And just attacking with the whole crew would have literally cost us something like 4,000 experience points, right? Like nearly 4,000. And now that we've got this blade, I think that's actually the optimal outcome, because I definitely wanted the weapon there. So, and let me have a look again. So, we have different things that we can put on the Gecko. Lieutenant. At least we saw that. Like, where is it here? This here? Nah, okay, no. This is just the handle. Yeah, that's only for hammers and stuff. Not any bladed weapons, okay. Like blunt weapons. Oh, but here. Ah, yeah. So this is also... No, this is not for the Gecko. The handle. But this here works for the Gecko, okay. Okay, so this one is 7 to 45, and the Gecko 724, but not upgraded yet. Dexterity 9 though. Oh no, and the lieutenant has only 6, so he's never going to be able to really master that weapon. That's kind of sad. Yeah, okay, well, but I feel it's okay. So then let's blow up the ship. That's what we came for. And I think we just need to put the... No, where was it? Ah, here. We just need to put the C4 into position, I guess, right? So let's go here. And there was this pipe. No, not this direction. So that was actually pretty cool here. X is there. Then we go around. By the way, why is this door still closed? It's locked tight. I need a key or some hardware of the heavy blunt variety. Well, or we just go around. What was here? Ah, here. This is the pipe, yeah. The red pipe. Okay, I never looked at it properly. So here, we stop before a red pipe, which is in fact an exposed fuel line of the massive ship we are standing on. This is exactly where Uncle Ho told us to set the explosive. Put the charge behind the pipe. There. Without difficulty, we tuck the explosive charge behind the big red pipe. Since it's already synced with the detonator, our job is more or less done. Just like that, we've completed a large chunk of our assignment. Easy peasy. Alright. Oh, I guess it might have been, by the way, it might have been possible, I would think, that if we had already placed this, we could have presented the detonator and told the pirates, okay, well, one wrong step and we'll blow everything up or something. But on the other hand, this wouldn't have helped, because we needed to take out Lang. Or we could have said, okay, well, one more step and We'll blow it up, we want to flee, and then we will throw it away, but then lie to them and then blow everything up or whatever. Yeah. But that's not our way, of course, so we won with honor, building the legend of Hardball. So here we go. Well, this seems to be the better lifeboat. This is not, because that's not open like this one here, and this weather seems to be a really bad thing. Not to have some wind protection. Let's lower the boat and leave the ship. Walk away from the rowboat. Let me just save the game. No, let's talk to people. Slave. Thank you. We will join you after we rest for a bit. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you're very welcome, dears. And the good thing is we kept them all alive. Bang kimchi. Come on, I want to get out of here already. Okay. So, Long Wang, are you saying anything? Seems like someone's looking for a little Wang. Ahem, did you want something? Okay, then let's move. The little Wang. What could he mean with that? Yes, it's time. Lower the boat and row away. We quickly toss the boat's cover into the sea, get inside, lower it onto the water, and start rowing for our life. There's no way back onto the Pearl. Slowly, the massive cargo ship dwindles in the distance. I can't believe we survived. We must make our escape post-haste. Full speed ahead.
You row as hard as you can for 10 arduous minutes. The storm seems to be abating, but it could return in full fury at any moment. That's just one of the reasons you wish to escape the frigid sea. The other is you need to get as far from the Pearl as you can before it's blown out of the water.
Yeah, we are safely outside the blast radius. Here goes nothing. We push the red candy-like button and watch the fireworks.
The detonator clicks and an almost slow-motion explosion blooms from the distant cargo ship. The deafening roar of the ship's fuel tanks blowing into atoms reaches you a second after the blinding flash. Then, the sea bucks and jumps at the massive shockwave and nearly topples your escape craft. The Pearl of the East smokes and burns as the ship and its dangerous cargo sink to a watery grave. Long Wang smiles with all his teeth and shakes his fist at the sinking ship. Then he claps you on the shoulder. Haha, good show. If someone asks me to relate our little adventure, I will tell them only about your incredible prowess.
Well, thank you so much. Simply beautiful. Now we really need to get back to land now.
As you say these words, a familiar cruiser appears on the horizon. It's Captain Sinbadov, hurrying to get you on board. Soon, you will be back in Trudograd.
Very good that he showed up, because we are just landlubbers, but yeah, still, it was a nice little trip. I like the skyline here, that's really cool. So this here is Trudograd, and that's the upper area, right? Let's sleep during the trip home, shall we? There we go. That was cool. That was pretty cool. A bit shaken, we disembark Sinbadov's boat. He jumps in front of us and begins tying his ship to the pier, pausing only for a moment to glance our way. What are you standing there for? Uncle Spies must have informed him about the mission results by now, but you still should report back as a courtesy. Yeah, we are all about the culture, right? How do you know he already knows? A few motorboats were following us. I bet they were his watchers. I see. Well, we'll go and check. Good luck. Here's hoping the old codger. Don't tell him I called him. That pays you well. Okay, we are about to leave when Long Wang stops us. Hold it, Liao Wai. Please tell Uncle O I have personal business to attend to in the city. I will contact him later on my own, maybe. What business, Long Wang? Don't concern yourself. Small fish to fry and all that. You're busy enough as it is. Here. See you around, Long Wang. I'm not sure if we could really trust this guy. Because as we all know, one of the core Chinese values is cunning. But possibly not honesty. Yeah, but well. I mean, please comment on that one if you feel that this is a false impression of what I've heard. Oh, we have... Oh, look at this. We are actually frozen. See around Long Wang. Oh, we are very cold here. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Let's go here to the fire. Yeah, warming up. Let's see what that actually means. Here. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so cold. We can barely... And like with the alcohol, that actually... That didn't help in the long term. It only made us feel strong. Yeah, but that was a cool little adventure there. That's for sure. So, oh yeah, it's already thawing here. That's good. Oh yeah, here. Let's put our buttocks towards the fire as well. Still the normal frostbite. Okay, let's hope we didn't get black feet, like black toes and black fingers or something. But yeah, I mean, like, the lieutenant is surely okay in there, right? Hex, are you good? Yeah, you're good, right? So. And still frostbite. 600. I like it that it's actually still doing this while we are even in here. We still have the detonator, by the way. This will be a nice piece of remembrance of this deed here. That was a cool job. That was really cool. I like that. So let's see. There's a small one of those big nasty ones. Although you're actually not supposed to catch the young fish, right? So yeah, we're nearly good again. Okay, good. And it appears the trip didn't even take so long because we are not super hungry. But we should actually make a nice barbecue and celebrate things. So here we are. So then let's go back to Lang. Can we actually talk with the captain again? Oh, hey there. Yeah. Can we ask about something? Sure, ask away. Well, do you know any fresh rumors? The sailors say a storm is coming, the mother of all storms to be exact. A big enough blow to sink any ship caught unawares. Better not leave the docks without a good reason in the next few days. Ah yeah, see, bye. Alright. And by the way, I just noticed, Captain. Oh yeah, now that's a big fish, yeah. You are bartering, do you have anything? No, not really anything that we are interested in, at least. Okay. So we have to go, but thank you. Thanks again for sailing us safely to the city, or back to the city. So then let's go to the guy. Here it is. Or maybe we should actually, could we actually go to a trader first? Let's go to this guy first, because we have so much stuff. Just getting rid of a little bit of... Hello there, sir. What can I do to improve your life this fine day? Yeah, let's see what you have. So you've got some money and you want to buy consumables and medicine. And we do have some. Oh, but he's actually the person who's paying so badly, right? Oh god, yeah. Really badly. On the other hand, like, he has the rubles. And we could actually just get rid of a little bit of stuff. Although it's like really not worth it to even do this. But I'm not selling the joints though. Yeah, but we could sell him some ciggies. So they're the percentage, or like the actual rubles that we lose by doing this. That's not that high. Not that super relevant. Oh yeah, Hex also has more vodka. Cologne at 150, so yeah, no. Let's sell the cheese, the canned meat. You can also have the biscuits. And this canned fish. I mean, I also like the idea to just collect everything and keep it, and then see in the end how much we actually found. You know, just to see the amount. But we need to lose weight. So 32. The beer, anything that's yeah, here the vodka. So we've got still one bottle of vodka, right? There, that shall be sufficient, and then let's sell that. Yeah, and well, in principle we could actually sell the cologne, although it's like 22. I think usually it's 150, I believe, huh? Yeah. Let's just do it at the Gorilka. There for 600. Like so. Trading. And still the Ring of Betrothal. Oh, should we get it? Tiny ring one can give to their significant other. Active atom agents, however, cannot afford something as luxurious as stable relationships due to their constant top secret assignments. That's so painful. But I guess there is not a good enough wife for someone like us anyway, right? Like no one who is emotionally so stable, whose love is so strong that she could endure this for a longer time. I fear. What do you think about that? Do such women exist? Do they exist? That is the big question. Then let's go here. Ah, that's also obviously here. Now that's a hot take. Yeah. Lara. Hey, Lara, you won't believe what we could tell you, but we won't. Then she is also only... But here we can actually... she doesn't have the rubles, but we could sell her one... no. Oh yeah, no, she is actually buying the joints, yeah. Can give her one. Unfortunately, only one. They are trading. Thank you. So actually we should celebrate this in the brothel, like good sailors, but now that we are landlubbers, we don't do that. So, here we go. And then let's report back. That's Uncle Ho. So, Uncle Ho carefully looks us over. By the way, I really like how he looks. He looks very pleased right now. He must already have heard what happened on the cargo ship and is only waiting for a report. In short, Lang's dead and the Pearl sunk. The explosives worked very nicely, and also this detonator. Yes, I know. A man with no will is like a sword with no edge, and a businessman with no good employees is like a fox without bamboo slippers. Well, yeah. Neither can survive for long. Okay. Yeah, it's correct, yeah. And yeah, so how about our reward? My dear Pinjin, it is time to give you your reward. Here's 1,000 of your rubles and also this amazing serum. It is said to enhance the abilities of the imbiber. I am sure that an adventurer such as yourself will find a use for it. Oh, a strange serum. Uncle Ho gives us the money and a faintly glowing mystery syringe. He places these items in our hands before we can react. Just do not haggle for more. A friendship built on material gain is like a gazebo built on sand. Now listen to me. Henceforth, you and I are sworn brothers. Oh. Yeah, that is very, that is quite the honor. It's always good to have a sworn brother. There was also a captive called Arashi on the ship, by the way. Let's tell him the whole story. The merchant listens to our tale without interrupting. When we are finished, he slowly strokes his chin, mystified. When spring comes, the flowers bloom. How strange. It is likely the conglomerate sent this Arashi fellow after Lang. What can you tell us about this conglomerate? It is a mighty corporation ruled by the so-called board of directors. People under its rule all work in their factories, making cloth, weapons, food, high-tech gadgets, and all sorts of things. Compared to how people live in the wastes, life in the conglomerate's hive cities is much safer. But safety isn't all a man needs. Yeah, it's true. Well, it sounds interesting. Maybe we will learn more about that in the future. By the way, Uncle Ho, also Long Wang says hi. He's away on a private errand. Fire cannot be wrapped in paper. Let him go wherever he pleases. He has worked off his debt to me. As you wish. Oh-ho. So that's the reason why the guy went off, huh? As you wish. Okay. The happiness of the next century is built in the current. It is good that Lang is dead. Did you want to tell me anything else, friend, or should we part ways? Well, I wouldn't mind a cup of tea if you have any. Yeah, like let's have a tea together. So, oh yeah, and he's got a lot of money there. Oh, and I felt it. I literally felt it that I would regret it to give away the cologne. I literally felt it. But, well, here we are. Lost some rubles. But that's just how it is, right? But we can sell him some healing powder. So let's give him half. And also here. There. For the rubles. Yeah, that is really painful now. Crap. But here we are. But we can also sell him the joints. And let's recall. Yeah, he's just paying the regular price. Let's keep one. But that's already fine. Another 1,000 rubles for us. Meldonium we have. We are keeping one triple. And the BSF. Yeah, he can have one of those actually. Strength and action points. Yeah. The only thing that I would actually keep to inject our guys with is here this one, the painkillers. So the strange serum, huh? There, 1,900 rubles, that's great. And we've got 44,000 now, trading. Okay, then. So, do you know any new rumors, Uncle Ho? To see is better than to hear. To do is better than to learn. I do not have any rumors for you. Okay, well. Well, time for me to go. We have to do some stuff, but yeah. Very good to have a sworn brother now, Uncle Ho. See you around. So, it appears that the guy on the ship was under some debt or something, and he didn't even want to take the chance that Uncle Ho would see him, huh? So, and we've got another strange serum here. That's awesome. Only a complete madman would inject himself with something like this, though. Are we pushing this into our veins? Is that a good idea? Who knows? So, well, our attention span is not as good as it could be, right? Attention governs accuracy, range combat, and helps us notice easy to miss details in dialogues and in our surroundings. Or we could also take endurance, by the way. The maximum health, total resistance against negative effects, as well as the survival skill all depend on endurance. Yeah, with strength 8, I think like we've done so much, right? I mean, we could also, I mean, we are kind of a stand-up comedian. And tough, I mean, this would mean that we are breaking the curse of hardball. The hardball curse of being unlucky, which means we have to be even, or we have to show even more prowess in everything. So the thing is here with God's mistake, the less luck you have, the more your opponent messes up in astonishing and baffling ways. From time to time you suffer fatal mistakes yourself, naturally. That's why the weapons are always falling out of our hand. But I feel we should actually keep that. It's kind of, maybe we are cursed or so, the curse of hardball. Who knows? But I feel we could have more endurance. But let's save the game maybe. Let's see how that works. So endurance is at 6, and now we have 224, 49, 23 toxic, 9-6. I'm not going to be able to remember all the numbers, but we have it on video then at least. 68, 54. And then let's see what that there. Oh. And there we go. And then yeah, okay, it changed the cold resistance and 2 points, yeah? It was 224 before, right? But I think, oh, by the way, we can actually, oh yeah, that's convenient, okay. Yeah, the regeneration is also increased by 5. A high pain threshold. Yeah. And if we were to do this here, same as everyone. Yeah, no. Let's have this here. Personality. I mean, once we put speechcraft to the maximum, and I feel we could actually do this. Yeah, let's do this. I don't feel like we are going to have another skill book here. Although like this, the curse of hardball would mean that we are indeed finding one after I'm doing this. This is why I never took this before. Yeah. No, therefore we are not doing that. But let's keep it like this. So we've got 5 points for our abilities. Let's see, do we have anything survival like? Shield bearer, the last hope. In combat you gain 10 health points every turn. And by the way, we only have 5, so here. Plate master. Doesn't work with powered exoskeletons. Well, I didn't think that we would end up not using the exoskeleton. Most of the time, at least. But I still feel... I mean, this is certainly a cool thing. But it's probably better to invest into other stuff. Fist of Fury. Every next hit dealt to the same target ups the critical chance for 3%. Change of target resets this bonus. Nocturnal Predator. And then automatic firearms. Yeah, the 5. Well, we were actually going more into the direction of a machine gunner, right? Like the heavy machine gunner. I had actually depicted the game, you know, that we could actually have the exoskeleton and have some form of super autocannon or so, but maybe we will still see that. So let's actually keep those points. Hex has 4. Lieutenant Razin has 1. Oh, but Hex actually got a level there as well. Let's give him 290 in these abilities here. Automatic firearms and martial art. And then he can have stealth, first aid, 220, survival, travel speed. Yeah, let's put 110, and then here stealth gets 15. Let's do it like that. And I didn't even invest anything here during the last levels. So. Chance of critical hit is 7, by the way. The lieutenant is also 7, and we have only 5, yeah, because of our bad luck. But well, skill points is 31 per level. Hex has 27. Okay, we are lone genius, by the way. Yeah. -1 ability point per level, yeah. That's actually, like, thinking about it, I'm not even sure if this is so good with the ability points, because this stuff here it turned out to be rather powerful, I feel. But yeah, well, I mean, I still feel we are super that we are super competent. By the way, we felt that a strange energy is pulsating in our body. We get the sense that we could use it to better our personal qualities, or should we say statistics. I do like the humor there. So, we've done the job, and now the defector, well, the elusive Gordiachev. So I think that now it's time to address the factory problems here. The machine factory. So there were some people. Oh, and sorry, there was here. What is this? Why is there still the alarm symbol? I invested everything. And now it's gone, okay. So I think we are going to do this one next. Telluria. The grateful worker promised to get me something from the factory warehouse. I need to talk to him about a day from now. Yeah, I guess it's time now. So we can go to the machine factory. Although we need to sell some stuff. Yeah, well, so. Looking at the time, however, and at our general situation, we can end the episode here. Many thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. So I liked this Ship of Death a lot. That was a cool thing and nice ideas there. And we got a very, very important thing that always makes me personally really, really happy. We got a characteristic point. An Opsa here. And I think that makes me personally very happy. And I do feel that we could actually invest some more points here, by the way. Experience received via usage of this skill increased by 20% at 200. Gambling. Yeah, the stealth. Let's increase this one here by 10. 175 is also a nice number there. First aid. 205. I think we should keep 50 points or something. And the tech. So we can react in case we come across something. Unlocks all available recipes. Price of custom-made firearms is increased by 200%. Yeah. But I like to be stealthy, actually. Give him here first aid. Yeah, I mean, it's actually, I think probably the number itself is not that relevant, but more that you gain this thresholds, right? Oh, by the way, doubles all positive effects of BSF 12. What was that? The BSF. Oh, by the way, Stalker, this one has also this comfortable grip, okay, which works with the Gekku. Yeah, I think we will just go to the traders now and try to sell stuff and find things for this Gekku. I think that would be a good idea, and make some more money. What did I just want to look at? I forgot. So easily distracted. What was it? Yeah, here, this one. What was the name? BSF 12. That's the painkillers. This one. Battlefield stimulant. Rarely used before the war. It's now part of the regular drug market thanks to stalkers, yeah. For my action points. Your addiction. Addiction is possible. But, you know. So, well, anyway. So, that concludes today's episode. Many thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. And if you did, how about you show that by clicking the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to never ever miss an episode again on Playing Hardball. We'll continue next time. And in the meantime, I do recommend that you have a look at some other Let's Plays on the channel if you haven't had time for that yet. Or you just missed it out. You know how that works. Just click my channel name, Playing Hardball. Find the folder with the Let's Plays and look for stuff that is cool for you. If you like Fallout, or rather here Trudograd and the whole post-apocalyptic thing, Fallout New Vegas that is running right now with fresh episodes, several of them per week, just like as Trudograd. I do recommend that. Or like if you like the CRPG, obviously AtomRPG is recommended, but I feel you should have watched that before watching Trudograd. And then also Encase, for example. Yeah. And if you want, like, I mean, I'm not sure how long this game will work, how much longer it will go, how many more quests we have. So this year, these are the, and especially this one, the railgun, that's our main quest. So I'm not sure how much more stuff there is actually, how much more content, how many more hours and episodes we will have. But if you want, you can also share your thoughts about the next CRPGs that we could play. Yeah? If you have any ideas, please write them in the comment section. I also had done an election video about certain things. I have looked into some stuff, and I always want to have one CRPG running on the channel that I'm playing, and because I just like the genre, the general thing. We shall see. So, many thanks for watching. See you next time. Comment section is all yours. Bye bye.